Hey guys, it's Joel Castro coming back with another vlog, and this time I have a guest with me. It's Garrett Westfall, everybody.
What's up, guys? You know me.
Yeah, you know him. I put him on Gamer Just Gamer for all you folks on Facebook. Almost said FaceTube, whatever.
Hey, FaceTube. That's like a new idea right there.
Hell yeah.
We patent that.
We patent that.
We're good there, okay?
Steal that, we'll sue.
FaceTube. Combine Facebook and YouTube. You got this.
Anyways, I have a new video game to review, guys. And this one is a very popular title. It's different from what most games are these days, but...
Most people, when they look at it, do not think they'll ever play it in their life.
Nope, but...
I thought that the first time.
I introduced him to this game.
He introduced me to the game. He goes, "Here, you gotta play this game." And I looked at him like, "I've seen this game. Like, it looks very weird. I don't think it looks good." And he basically showed me it's...
The moment he started it, he was addicted.
Basically.
This is Heavy Rain. Yeah. Heavy Rain is a very quick time heavy gameplay style game. It's like an interactive movie. That's what the feel of the game is. It's this interactive movie. You press buttons at certain times during the gameplay. You have scenes where you have to, pick locks, shave your beard.
Even simple stuff like that.
Yeah. You basically use the controller at these quick time events.
And what they did in the PS3, which is something that they don't do much anymore, they actually got really good use out of the motion control part of this controller. Because most people don't realize that in certain games, they actually made it to where when you move the controller, something happens in the game, which they actually use this a lot in Heavy Rain.
Yeah. You ever heard of a thing called the 6-axis? Bet you forgot about that. It exists, and it's working in Heavy Rain. All right. Now, that's the gameplay. It's basically quick time events. They have difficulty settings, so if you're not used to it, you can put it on easy. They make it, playable. On harder difficulties, they kind of test you.
Don't do it. If you've never played this game before, do not do it.
Ooh.
You will regret it for the rest of your natural-born life.
And it will change the progression of the story if you screw something up, which we'll get into. Graphics. This game looks great. They make full use of motion capture, which they put a lot of markers on the person's face, and they captured every little facial detail. It just looks fantastic. It gets glitchy at some points, I understand. But
and the graphics could be a lot better. I mean, in my opinion, I think Infamous actually looked a little bit better than this game because this is their first attempt.
Yeah, because it runs on 720p, so it's not the highest standard you can get. But for what you got, it looks incredible. All right, now the story. This is where the game really gets interesting. The story goes like this. There's this killer going out there. He's called the Origami Killer. He basically kidnaps little boys,
drowns them in rainwater,
dumps them off the side of a railroad track,
puts an orchid and orchid in their chest and an origami in their hand.
And people hate this guy and want to see him hanged, drawn, and quartered.
Which, that's kind of obvious. I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And you follow 4 characters throughout this game. You have Ethan Mars, a father whose boy gets kidnapped. A
detective, a private eye detective by himself, which is known as...
Scott Shelby. An FBI agent profiler named Norman Jaden, who wears these awesome shades and a glove.
And then you play a girl known as...
Madison Page.
Thank you. I'm sorry if I forget the names. It's been a while.
Yeah. You basically play these 4 characters as you figure out the case of the Origami Killer. Obviously, the FBI and private investigators are going to know more about it, but then you have the concerned father who gets sent on these trials in order to save his son. That's what the Origami Killer does. He sends the father these packages with origami figures, and they have to go through trials.
Think of it kind of like a dumbed-down version of Saw.
Yeah. It's basically Saw Light, but...
But one thing about this game, most people don't realize, you fuck up, you gotta live the consequences. There's no continues, no retries in this game.
No.
If your character dies, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You did it. It's like watching a movie, and when it happens, you can't go back. There's no start, no retry, no last checkpoint, nothing.
No. One character dies, they're dead for the rest of the game. No coming back.
Everything you do affects this game.
Everything you do. He has a point there. This game actually has 12 I'm going to say that again. 12 different endings. And depending on what you do in the game, whether you screw everything up or do everything right, you get a different ending.
And technically, there's not even any right choice or wrong choice.
No, it's very morally based. Kind of like the karma system, but in Infamous, but with more gray areas. Like, you can decide whether to blame this one cop on all the killings or continue an investigation. What you do there can impact the ending of the story. And, yeah. And for a QuickTime-based event, a QuickTime-based game, it works really well. It controls smoothly, except for the walking. That felt kind of stiff.
The walking felt kind of stiff, but I think it worked because, when you're walking normally, it makes sense to me.
What bugs me is you have to hold the R2 button in order to move, which is kind of weird.
See, that to me it's a pro and a con of the game because obviously you don't want to sit there and hold the damn trigger the entire time to walk.
Yeah.
But it makes you feel more in tuned to the game because instead of just moving the analog stick, you're just like, what else? You got to make sure you have both hands. It basically makes you have both hands on the controllers at all times, which is what you need in this game.
This Heavy Rain makes use of this very well.
And you have to pay attention.
Oh, because there are buttons that just come like that. You miss it, and you screw up. Bad.
Most people don't get, which is something that really got me into this game, this story, it draws you in. It excites you. It gets your blood flowing. When shit happens to that character, you're like, oh my god, and you get excited, and you get scared. You're just like, what's going to happen next?
Yeah. The setups for each scene are incredible. This game is engaging. The scenes, the tension, the drama, the music, everything is set perfectly. And, once you start playing, you are not going to want to stop. No matter how much you want to play, I don't know, Skyrim again, this game's going to draw you in. Bad.
Think of it like the Mass Effect story on crack. Excluding the ending of Mass Effect 3, because I know someone's going to start complaining about the Mass Effect 3 ending. I don't want to hear. We're talking about just the story in general, please.
Yeah, we'll talk about that some other time. But this story is just amazing. You care about the characters. You feel what they feel. And sometimes it can be painful.
I'm actually looking forward to more games produced by this company.
They're actually making a new game coming soon.
I hope it's something something like Heavy Rain.
Oh, it's going to be better. It's going to be better.
I hope so.
Watch this video called Kara, made by Quantic Dream, and the technology they use.
That's basically just so you know before you watch it, they explain the video, but I want to make sure to double check you guys know. When you watch this video, this is not a trailer for a new game. What this is an animation demonstrating the new graphics that they have come up with, the new engine they have designed.
It's basically
for games.
It's basically just them showing off the new engine that they have,
which is fucking fantastic.
It's amazing.
If every game like that had this engine, I would probably shit my pants. Okay, I would have no pants to speak of.
Make that two people. That would happen too. But yeah, another problem I have with this game, aside from the awkward walking controls, which aren't that bad, the voice acting. Now, let me make one thing perfectly clear. Some of this voice acting is amazing.
Others can be questionable.
Like mispronunciations everywhere. Hidden British accents that are not very well hidden.
Yeah.
And
also the misspoken words. Like, I can understand if you start stuttering and misspeak words when you're all fucking scared or excited and shit. But this happens at the most random times in the calmest normal conversation. I'm like, I thought this guy had a stuttering problem sometimes.
Yeah, it happens, but hey, what can you do? Some people, they work really hard to make this game, and yeah.
If they have voice acted, now if they get voice acting people like in Uncharted, oh damn. This game will be, because Uncharted had one of the best voice actors I've ever heard, because it's a very famous one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's his name again? The guy who voiced Nathan Drake?
I forget sometimes.
Basically, this guy, if he's in any game, his voice acting skills are just ungodly.
Basically.
We'll just say that.
Yeah. But there are good voice acting moments in this game, and they sound great.
They do.
The sound in this game is just fantastic. You play this on high def, you feel like you're watching a movie. You feel like you're in a movie, basically.
Oh, yeah.
That's how this game feels. It feels like you're in this movie where the consequences that are caused by you they impact the rest of the whole thing. And that's how it works.
It's like you're controlling someone's life, literally.
Yeah. So if you play the game for the first time, if you want to save somebody, be extra careful and extra vigilant.
Video games, am I right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Damn video games.
You never know when that QuickTime event will pop up. I'm looking at you, Uncharted.
Oh, God, Uncharted.
We might have to review that next.
We might.
But, yeah. A rating from me for this, 9 out of 10. The awkward walking controls kind of bug me a little. It's not that bad. And the voice acting can... great.
My opinion, I'm not going to go as hardcore. I would probably give it a 9.5. That would be my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. 9.5 out of 10.
So, I guess, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. This has been Joel Castro.
And Garrett Westfall.
Signing up. Well, you have something to say.
See, I would really like someone to comment, please. If you would like me or Joel here on my videos or his to comment on the below if you suggest any game or movie or anything you want us to review.
As long as we've played it.
Or have seen it or have it or anything like that.
We will review it.
We would love to have your opinions on this, what you want, what you would like to see us do.
Oh, and if you have some video game movies which you want us to really tear into, please let us know.
We'll do that too. So
this is Joel Castro.
Garrett Westfall.
Signing off.
Damn it.
Damn it.